Hello everyone, I'm Mefesto, and this is going to be an OU game against a great guy and a great friend, Zian or TheRisingSilver. And as you can see, this is kind of a long battle, so I'm going to explain all of my thoughts. Now, we both are going to lead off with our T-Dars, and I know for a fact that he wants to get his rocks as soon as possible. And what I'm going to do now is just set up a Dragon Dance because I'm a Dragon Dancing Jolly Tyranitar. And looking at his team beforehand, I kind of noticed that he doesn't have anything on his team that can really stop my Tyranitar. So I'm going to try to go for an early sweep here and maybe try to dig a big hole in his team. Exactly what happens, I go for the Dragon Dance as he sets up the rocks. Now I go for another one which brings me to +2. And if this Gliscor is defensive, which most of the Gliscors are, then I know that his Stone Edge won't kill him just because I'm Jolly as opposed to Adamant. But at the same time, I know that he won't be able to kill me with an Earthquake because, as I said, he is defensive. So exactly what happens, Stone Edge doesn't quite kill. Maybe min-max damage kicked in, but I don't really know. But yeah, Earthquake doesn't kill. So I'm gonna go with the Crunch, not to miss, kill the Gliscor, and I have, after this move, I have 2 more hits left, 2 more attacks, whatever. He goes into Tyranitar and is gonna fucking get slaughtered by this Stone Edge. That is brutal Stone Edge kill right there, because you just cannot survive that Stone Edge, and it's cool to see a T-Dar killing an opposing T-Dar in one hit, not with superpower. So he goes into Jirachi, and he's not gonna survive the heat of my flaming fist or short green arms with white claws. 3 white claws. I don't know, but it's a double down now because I kill him and die from Life Orb. We both are going to go into Heat Trance. Now, what I make a mistake here. I'm just going to go for the rocks now because I didn't think he would have the Earth Power. What I should have done is I should have gone for the Protect just to scout because I do have Protect in my Heat Trance. Now, after this battle, I'm actually right now thinking of changing Protect or actually swapping Toxic for Earth Power on this Heatran just because you will see that this Heatran gave me a lot of problems. Now, I was at a 5-3 lead, and now I'm kind of getting fucked by this Heatran. I'm going to go back into my Latios as I protected on the turn prior to that. As he predicts, that goes for the Roar. Roar's mean to Celebi, which isn't the greatest matchup for me. In fact, it's one of the worst matchups that could be possibly, he could have possibly roared me into. But I'm going to switch, I believe, back into Latios, knowing that I resist both of his moves. And he does go for the Lava Plume. As I said, I resisted. So yeah, what happens? He gets he gets a critical hit here, which was kind of annoying, but I can deal with it. I go for the Surf right here. I am expert belted, and the Surf is I would say a 2-hit KO. Min-max could play, but shit happens. He goes for the Lava Plume and gets a burn, and that was kind of annoying, and I will tell you why. Because of the burn, I'm going to die after this turn, and if I didn't get burned here, I would have survived the Sandstorm, and I would have gone for the Draco Meteor on a switch to Latias because he still thought I was choiced in some shape or form, and that would have murked the Latias switch. Now, what happens here, I'm just going to go into Rotom. My Rotom is Choice Scarfed, so an obvious switch to Celebi is obvious, so I'm just going to go for the Volt switch out. I don't want to quite trick it because I want to trick the Latias because I know his Latias is one of those Calm Minders, because why would you run a Latias over a Latios if it was offensive? Of course, if you're using a defensive set, then you will go with the Latias. So what happens here, I go into my Heatran, risk the actually I double switch back into my Rotom knowing that he will go into his Heatran. Now he has to switch out and he will switch into his Celebi again, but I thought he would kind of like stay in predicting my over prediction this time. That's why I just went straight for the Hydro Pump, not predicting anything. He does go into Celebi though, go for the Hydro Pump, and by the damage, I'm actually satisfied by the damage because that's a resisted hit, and I am timid. Choice Scarf, yeah, right. Definitely a defensive Celebi. Now I will switch out knowing that he can kill me with a Giga Drain, and I'm gonna go into my Scizor as he does go on the predicted Grass type move, which is a Giga Drain. Now look how much I have HP. I thought that I was above 75%, and I know that from a defensive Celebi, a Hidden Power Fire does around 75%, maybe more, maybe less, but it's around that. I thought I can survive with that amount of health because I just know I can survive it, but you know I don't, which could have been it's either that he's invested in special attack, which he told me he is not, or that's kind of man makes variations, or I'm just retarded and I was below 75%, but I don't quite know. All I know is I go into my Heatran, I'm just gonna protect to get some lefties, and he does go for he shows me the last move, which is Psychic, so he has Giga Drain, Psychic. Oh, he didn't show me the last move yet, but he goes for the Calm Mind here, and I don't really know why. He should have attacked me, but he probably thought I was gonna protect again. But I go for the Lava Plume. I do get a burn, which was irrelevant because he will die to Sandstorm anyway. So what's the point? Now, yeah. Whatever. Lefty's getting me up to 114, which is great because I need this Heatran alive. Now, he goes to the Heatran on his own, and I will go back into Rotom, which was a mistake. What I should have done here is I should have just sacked my Heatran or stayed in. I don't really need my Heatran now, but he roars me out, and, it means I will get some more Stealth Rock damage upon switching in, which is annoying. And Rotom is kind of key because Rotom is the only thing I can take out the Heatran with. I'm gonna go for the Toxic just because I want to sack my Heatran. I don't need it at this point. Now he roars me into Rotom, which is fine, I guess. I can threaten him with the Stab Hydro Pump. Since the Celebi died, I know he will switch into Latias, so I'm gonna go for the Trek because, as I said, I need to cripple this Latias. Exactly what happens, I trick him, get his lefties as I predicted because, well, yeah, as I said, why would you, if you're going offense, why would you run Latias over Latios? But I'm going to switch out because Rotom is my key in winning this battle. I'm going to go into Heatran because that's a fucking useless piece of shit at this point. It's stupid as fuck. It's just like a sack of potatoes lying there, and actually potatoes, now let's say a sack of dirty ass mushrooms that I don't fucking need, I want to get rid of, or nasty ass pumpkins. A sack of pumpkins, it would probably be like only 3 pumpkins because they're huge, but fuck, let's not get into it. I'm gonna go for the double protect. I'm gonna get it. That's fucking hilarious. And I left with 1 HP, the Dragon Pulse, which was funny as fuck. Was irrelevant just because it did not fucking matter, but at the same time he has to switch out now, knowing that after the double protect he won't be able to kill me with a Dragon Pulse, which is funny. But as I said, I don't really need this piece of fucking sack of old rotten potatoes. Not potatoes, we already kind of came up with pumpkins somehow. I don't know. My mind sometimes just shut the fuck up, Mefesto. Yeah, I go for I'm just wasting turns going for Toxic because I don't want to get him. I don't want him to get more lefties, and I just want to die and get a free switch into Rotom. So, yeah, I'm gonna go into my Rotom now. Threaten him with the Hydro Pump. I thought he would just stay in. I don't know. I should have gone for the Volt Switch here, but, I'm getting kind of low in HP, and I don't really know whether I will be able to survive next Stealth Rock switching plus the Sandstorm damage or not. But Hydro Pump does quite a bit to this Latias, I mean, and since he is Choice Scarf, he will outspeed me, so I'm going to switch into my Celebi. It's 2 versus 2 at this point, which I guess is a kind of a good comeback from 5-3. It was in the beginning, but TR did some work. Dragon Pulse doesn't do quite as much as I thought it would, because I was kind of foddering out my thing at this point. But definitely this is a defensive Latias with Calm Mind, because those Dragon Pulses are doing pathetic damage to a physical defensive Celebi. So I'm just going to recover. All I have to do is just get rid of this Latias now, and then it's all luck whether I will be able to live Sandstorm plus Stealth Rock with my Rotom or not. But I'm just going to go for the Leech Seed now, kind of pseudo-predicting a switch into Heatran, thinking that I will keep going for those recovers. Should have recovered again, probably, but it doesn't matter. I get some Leech Seed. I'm not at a very good amount of health, and if I was at full, I would have been able to live a Lava Plume from Heatran, but, over-predictions are over-predictions. I'm going to Leech Seed now, miss, which could have mattered in a sense, but, it honestly did not really matter. But he roars me I don't know why he roared there, but yeah, I live with 1 HP the Sandstorm, which is amazing because that secures the victory right there. You know, of course, if I missed the Hydro Pump day, I would have lost. But, you know, me living this kind of, you know, secures the epic win. 2-0, which should have been in 1-0. I don't know why he roared at the end, but, you know, great game, Zian. Definitely amazing. You know, difficult to narrate. I had to do a lot of takes, but you know, definitely check out Zian. Link in the description. Great guy, great friend, and yeah, all I kind of wanted to say, I have to do social science now, but I'm so fucking lazy right now. I just want to go play some either Skyrim or COD, but. You know, whatever. Life is life. Studying is studying. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like rating because my views gone down again for some reason. Like it so more people can see, and you know, comments on it. I would want to read some comments from you. Oh, by the way, if this is gonna go up today, which is 7th of January, note that it is Christmas in Russia, 7th of January, because well, we are Orthodox people, or most of the people are Orthodox now. I'm kind of, you know, I'm just atheist because, you know, I'm just like that. But the thing is, Christmas today is celebrated in Russia, Orthodox Christmas, 7th of January. So I guess Merry Orthodox Christmas, guys. And yeah, check out my Formspring, ask those questions, and I'm Mefesto.